But yeah, so we're going. Did y'all see my homie?
Ain't never been with a chick this bad. I ain't worried about that. Ain't never been with a chick this bad. I ain't worried about the mother.
All right, y'all. So for the topic today, we're doing a 70s sleek look, and we're talking about being for the streets. And today's episode is starring none other than the GOAT, Miss Lori Harvey. This is the best topic to start off this series on because this is incorporating some of my favorite topics: astrology, bad bitches, and fuck niggas. Y'all, so ready for this. So first off, let's talk about something real quick. We do not slander and talk shit about anybody on this channel that does not deserve it. We don't talk about women and their choices sexually, emotionally, physically. We don't do none of that. We don't body shame. We don't slut shame. It does not happen over here. So if you thought you were clicking into a video that somebody's about to be hating on Lori Harvey, baby, that's my sisterin. That is a Capricorn queen. She's the GOAT. That's how come she's bagging all these niggas. She's playing them. Y'all love to get played. Fuck these niggas. So let's get into this video right now. Right now. So for the video structure, like I already explained to y'all, I'm going to be attempting to do some type of makeup look. I have a mirror right here, so if I'm looking over here, whatever I'm doing my makeup, please don't get mad at me. I'm not a professional makeup artist, girl. I can do some hair. Some makeup, I can try. So I'm just trying to incorporate it more to get more practice and to, like, you know, practice my, get more practice and, like, make myself a bit more versatile, because, you know, if I can do hair, I should be able to do makeup, right? So everybody was in their feelings. When I tell you there were girls that were talking about, baby, don't tell me it's true, all this type of stuff. And I get it, like, we all have our crushes that, you know, like our dream men, whatever. But the way that y'all was getting in y'all feelings about Michael B. Jordan, like y'all were ever gonna be with him. Like, let's be realistic, love. Like, I know it's cute to do it for Twitter, but in real life, let's just be honest with ourselves. Are you being honest? Will you ever be on the red carpet so he will see you? Are you doing the moves to be a hot girl so he can just see you shining? Because if you're not doing any of that, why are you in your feelings about this man that you will never, ever meet? And then, I'm not even worried about the women for this one, because my ladies, I get it. But it was the dudes that were in there feeling, talking about Lori Harvey is a hoe. Lori Harvey. You are just mad because she's not sucking and fucking you. And also, you're mad because a woman is living her truth and she's being free to love who she wants to love. And y'all ain't used to that. Y'all are not used to women being confident with themselves and being able to leave whatever trash they need to leave and pursue the prizes that they actually deserve and that they actually want. The same way y'all get to do whatever y'all want to do, we can too. And some of us are just a little better at it than others. And that's where the little astrology component will come in. But let me start doing some makeup first. So hold on. Okay, so I finally started putting on makeup. I put some concealer on because I don't do foundation. I just use concealer as foundation. So yeah, so I've already done that. And I just need to blend out that spot just a little bit more. Okay, so I was saying, going into the astrology, so Capricorns are just very talented people as a collective, particularly the women. Capricorn men, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day, because the way I don't mess with y'all, the way I wish I could disassociate myself from y'all, but I can't because we were all born during the same time, because Capricorn men, disgusting. But yeah, so Capricorns are very talented as a collective, women, Capricorn women, and we are just very skilled. And yes, I am also a Capricorn, but how could you not know? What else would I be? Anyway, we are just very skilled and very calculated. There's not really many people that can top Capricorn women. It's just, we are elite, and that's the tweet. And so the whole situation with Lori and her being the GOAT, her being the captain of the ship, her being the leader of the boat, She has the knowledge and the capacity to lead and guide us through our hot girl years because she is the blueprint. She knows what to do and she knows how to rock it. And y'all are just jealous because you don't like seeing women take charge and do what they need to do and do what they want to do with no regard for anybody else's feelings, period. And that's just what Lori is doing. And that is what she is showing us. And as women, especially as Black women, we need to follow suit. If a nigga is not serving you, leave. Get your head, get the bread, and then leave. And if he's not doing any of that, you should have never walked in. Why were you even there in the first place? We cannot let these men continue to disrespect us and neglect us and expect us to still be there for them, serving them head to toe, being at their every beck and call. Excuse me, I'd rather be lonely forever and of course keep my lineup behind me than be with one guy that is not worth the shit on the bottom of my shoe. Okay? That's one thing that we can learn from this situation. Another thing that I think that we should all take into account from this situation is that we have no jurisdiction over anybody else's bodies, especially another woman's body. We already are targeted, especially as women of color, particularly as Black women. We're already targeted being hypersexualized. We're targeted for so many things. We're the most neglected, the most disrespected. Our bodies are not our own. We're taking it back to Henrietta Lacks, Fannie Lou Hamer. Sis went in for a checkup, left without her uterus. So knowing how we are already looked at in the social eye, for you as another woman at all, just another woman in general, Black women, white women, Asian women, any type of woman, to go and then judge another woman's body based on the sexual choices or the relationship choices that she's making, who are you? And second of all, you don't even know what they do together. For all that we know, they could be having tea and crumpets every night in bed. You don't know what they do in their relationship. So mind your damn business. This is the moral of this story. Mind your business. If you want to be happy for someone, be happy for them. If you don't want to be happy for them, mind your own business. Just mind your own. I let this sit for a little bit on my face. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I just do the things that make my face look good. So that's what we're doing today. Yeah. I did this backwards, which is so dumb of me, but it's totally fine. I'm gonna start on my eyes right now. The eye look won't require much fall, like I won't have any fallout from it, so hopefully I'll be okay, but who knows. So I'm using this glittery blue eyeshadow. Oh dang, I'm so sorry y'all, I haven't been telling y'all the products. I'm gonna start right now. So I'm using this glittery, it's called Moon Crystal Sparkling Eye Pigment from the brand, it's either Kaja or Kaha, I don't know, but yeah, so we're going. Did y'all see my, oh my god, what the fuck? Y'all, what? I know I pushed it back, but then it just fell all the way? Wow, so disrespectful. So before my wig just rudely really did me wrong like that, I was talking about how we need to support each other as Black women, and if we don't have anything nice to say about somebody else's relationship, somebody else's choices, to keep our opinion to ourselves. Like, my generation in particular, we have made it a habit not to mind our own business. This is the way I wanted this eye to look, so I need to go and fix this eye. So I'll be back. Okay, so now I have one completely naked eye and I'm about to redo it. So yes, we just need to I don't know, I just know that the last thing that I was talking about was just supporting each other and not judging other people based off of their options sexually and stuff. And I feel like, honestly, in mainstream media, especially with like women in relationships and girls, young girls that are famous, there needs to be more of that scene, like more girls making decisions and making options that make them happy. Because as Black women, and I'm speaking particularly for Black women right now, women of color can make this applicable, and women overall, but I'm speaking to people that look like me, because there's not enough representation for people like us in that way. Not all women are just wanting to pursue this one relationship for years and go through all this shit with one person. Like, there are some people that just want to live and have fun and experience life with different people, and they shouldn't be judged for that. And so that's one thing that I feel like this whole situation with Lori Harvey can also teach us, is that we are able to make options just like everybody else does. We are not stuck in this box. We are not this one-dimensional type of person. Like, Black women are so versatile. They're so multi-dimensional. They're so multifaceted. They can be everything under the sun and still be unappreciated. They can have every skill in the book and be better than everyone else and still not get the credit that they deserve. So what you're not going to do is allow us to live our truths and live our multifaceted, multidimensional lives and livelihoods. We do what we want because we're popping, period. We are the blueprint as people. We literally have set every trend, everything that you all know you got from us. And that's on period. But going back into the whole situation of sexuality and living your truth and stuff, you should not feel obligated to exist in this one type of lifestyle. Sorry, y'all. I told y'all I'm not professional. Just because of what you are force-fed by media. So I want to see more Lori Harveys. I want to see more Cash Pages. Because sis be talking about some things in her songs. I know she'd be playing the girls. She'd be playing the girlies. I want to hear more love stories like that. I want love to have a different type of, like, I want everyone to look at relationships that are mainstream and be able to be like, I can relate to that. I don't want it to only apply to one type of person, one type of beauty standard, one type of whatever. So let's work on that as a collective. And the next thing that I want to talk about with this whole segment and series is the way that men be speaking on situations that don't involve them at all. Baby boy, do you have coin like Future? Do you have coin like Michael B. Jordan? Do you have coin like P. Diddy, Puff Daddy? If you don't have coin like any of them, if you are not doing anything with your life, then I need you to take several seats and leave this chat. This is not for you. This is not about you. This does not need your input. You and the homeboys in the group chat don't matter in this situation, because you and all the homeboys in the group chat be switching belts. He has the Chanel belt, he got the Gucci belt, he has the Hermes belt, and he got the Ferragamo belt. And y'all switch them off. So shh. And also, y'all hairlines aren't sweet enough for all of this. They're not doing sweet across your forehead. They're doing so be quiet. Don't speak on issues that involve women's bodies negatively. If you don't have anything empowering to say, leave the chat. That's for everybody. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, yes, but your opinion should not be so powerful, so mighty, that you get to judge and dictate someone else's life. That's all I'll say. I really feel like Lori Harvey should have a boot camp, because if she could really give us the keys, the true keys of how to really turn into a hot girl, I think that all of us would really, really be in Tahiti this summer. We would all really be booking trips to Jamaica for winter. because sis is the blueprint, pink print, the every print. Like, she really out there showing us what to do. And we want to judge her instead of taking the cues and the keys. What is wrong? Absolute sickness. Absolute sickness. Okay, so I've put the eyeshadow on my eyes, or like eye pigment stuff, and then I also did a little bit of a wing liner, and I'm going to attempt to do the little front wings. That's what I'm gonna call them, front wings, to give that more of like a slanty look, and then I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup. But going back to Lori and the whole situation with her and her being a hot girl, like, that's kind of like instilled in us as Black women that we have to be so sexually pure and devote ourselves to one man, do this, that, and the third, while everybody else is allowed to be hot, wild, and all over the place. And that is because of the way that Black women back in the day were basically not seen as people with rights, and white men in particular decided that they had jurisdiction over Black women's bodies, and they put out a narrative that Black women were super sexual and had to be sexually satiated. So that is what they used to justify raping them. That's how they justified their inhumane actions against these bodies. And so as Black women developed and started trying to exist in society the best that they could and thriving at that, we also developed this sense of being this pure, perfect, pristine character in the eyes of other people, so that we could then be able to just exist with no backlash and just exist as human beings, exist as women. And that is something that we need to break the curse of, because we no longer have to worry about that. Yes, we will always be under immense scrutiny, because that is the way that society works against people of color, particularly Black people, but we do not have to exist in this little cookie cutter type of situation in order to be anymore. We can move outside of that. And I feel like that is exactly what Lori is doing in her relationship. She's truly the epitome of, thank you next, honestly. We ain't never heard her out here bad-mouthing these men, nothing like that. But we see that when they're not serving her anymore, she moves along. So we can do the same without any judgment. I personally know that that was quite empowering for me. And it was something that was comforting to me to know that, like, people really just be out here enjoying life. And there are really people that don't want to enjoy life. They don't want to chop life. They want to be chopped by life. And I'm one of the people that was trying to chop life. So in order to do that, I have to enjoy it with the best company and the best type of people. And when I thought somebody was cool and they're not anymore, just delete them from the equation. And when you find somebody that ends up working for you, keep them around. And that's that. I'm going to redo this in the mirror, but I don't want to stop filming again. So let me do my eyebrows real quick. I wasn't really looking to do anything too crazy with my eyebrows, honestly. I was just wanting to like really fill them in, because like one thing about like the 70s, they like thin eyebrows, and my eyebrows are they're pretty thin, but my eyebrows don't grow that thick. Shout out to my dad. He barely has eyebrows, but that's okay. He's still a hot boy. So I really be trying to overfill them, but for this look, I don't really have to do that. I just want to fill them in a little bit more. I mean, overline them, but I don't have to do that for this look. I can just fill them in a little bit more. And I'm so sorry, y'all can't really see what I'm doing right now. I'll back up, but I need to be in the mirror, so that's why I'm like this. But yeah, y'all, I just really want Black women to just start being comfortable in every aspect of themselves. And that's sexually, emotionally, mentally. And when you're not okay with something, feel free enough to leave that situation and feel like feel okay enough to know that like people will probably talk shit, but it's not about what people are saying, it's about your well-being. There are so many people out here that are staying in relationships and staying doing things that they know that they hate simply because they don't want to be judged. And this is a bit controversial, but I'm ready for it. African people. I'm Nigerian, that's why I have jurisdiction to talk about this, but particularly seeing Nigerian women in unhealthy relationships with their husbands. I know some of y'all be out here, y'all got these husbands that be trying to find 3, 4, 5 different wives, and you know that you don't deserve that. You know that you didn't come into this marriage, this situation to be neglected, disrespected, cheated on, but you still stay because in our culture, divorce is like not a good thing. Like you get looked down upon for getting a divorce. You become the black sheep of your family, all that bullshit. And you're forced to stay in these situations because of a social penalty. And this is applicable to anybody, because I know a lot of people that don't get divorces for things because of societal standards. This happens in black families as well. I've seen it. I'm black, like American black, and then I'm African black. I mean, I know that they're all the same type of things, but people be, you know, anyway. This is applicable to anybody's type of like situation with marriage and stuff. So like, it is very, very important to take care of yourself. And a part of taking care of yourself is making sure you're making decisions that are the healthiest and the most happiest for you as a person. I need to put my lashes on. I'm gonna put on my lashes. I'm gonna fix my inner corners, and then I'm gonna come back. So quickly, I'm going to bronze up and like kind of contour my face a little bit. But I contour my face with red because that's what looks really good with my undertones. So I don't know why it looks good. I really don't. I just started doing it one day and I fell in love with it, so I'll always do it forever now. And like I've already stated before, I'm gonna keep saying this because I already know people are gonna be in the comment, well, why'd you do it? I don't know. I'm not a professional makeup artist. I just do this shit for funsies. So yeah, this is going to kind of like bring some color and dimension back into my face. And you see, like, one reason why I like very like natural and like not too heavy foundation situation is because I naturally have contour on my cheeks, and it always shows through whenever I just use concealer. But when I wear foundation, it covers it up. So I don't like covering that up because I don't like making fake contour, because sometimes I feel like it's just too dark and doesn't look right, even though my natural contour is super dark. But that's just what I do. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of a blush on the cheeks, because this is a 70s inspired look. So I did do some makeup like kind of normal, but I do want to do some stuff that's still more 70s inspired as well. So blushing up those cheeks. I'll note that contour situation again. And that is my makeup for right now. I might apply more lip gloss and maybe do some more tweaks, but this is the face. Hope you like it. It was pretty easy to do. So now we're gonna get into the hair. So this is my wigger. You know, she got flexi rods in her because I have a style in mind. So I saw on YouTube, of course, that flexi rod could help you achieve these particular curls that I want. So we're about to just start taking them down. These have been setting for 2 days. I didn't show y'all the process of doing it because this is the first time that I've ever done it. So we're about to be surprised about these results together. And if it doesn't come out how I want it to come out, we'll just figure it out. But back to the topic of conversation for this chat. Lori Harvey being for the streets and sad men's and sad women's, sad people's. But yeah, y'all, I just feel like we have to give ourselves more credit than we have been and do more for ourselves as people, and know that it's okay to do things that serve us. That's the most important part. making sure that you know that it's okay to walk away from situations when they're not serving you anymore, and knowing that you are worthy enough and deserving enough of anything that you want. And that's another thing that we could talk about, to like kind of like in this situation, is being confident enough to know what you're worth. Like, yes, Lori Harvey is a very beautiful girl, but it's not only beauty that will keep you places, you know? It's not only having the most voluptuous booty and all this other stuff. Like, having a good personality and just knowing, like, you know, I'm not only the size of my body, I'm not only the beauty on my face, I'm more than that. I am a beautiful, smart, amazing, highly educated woman that happens to be blessed with some bomb curves and a pretty face, but that's not all that I'm worth. And when you start carrying yourself with more confidence and start believing that about yourself, you will start getting better options in terms of what you're attracting, in terms of men, people, friends, jobs. Everything about you will elevate once you start elevating the way that you think about yourself. But if you're still stuck in this mindset of, I'm not good enough for this, I'm not good enough for that, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that, you're going to only attract bad things. Elevate your vibe, and it'll elevate what is attracted to you. These flexi rods are not all the same size, y'all. I didn't have enough to quite do that, and so that's why they're not having malfunction back here just a little bit. Okay, we fixed it. That's why they're not all, but hopefully I'll acquire a cohesive flexi rod collection soon enough, because I like the way these are turning out. So because I like them, I want to collect more. Some of these curls are super tight and cute. I can't wait to comb this out. But yeah, you just have to know what you're worth and know that you deserve more than you think you do. And don't ever let anybody talk you into thinking or believing that you don't deserve what you deserve, because you're worth it, baby. You're worth more than gold, diamonds, rubies, any precious stone, because you are you, and that is your power, period. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to talk about on that topic. I really would love to hear y'all's opinions, y'all's comments, what y'all think. And if you disagree with me, you are welcome to disagree. But one thing we don't do in this community is disrespect other people, because I have a bad mouth and I'm not afraid to use it when I have to. And I don't care if it's the internet or not. This is my channel, and you're going to respect me and my peoples. And if you choose not to, that's grounds for getting your socks rocked. And I mean that in the only way you can over the internet, because I'm not going to come find none of y'all. It's not ever that deep, babes. So now I'm going to kind of like comb them out with my fingers and see what that does. I might have to back comb them a little bit because of the style that I'm going for, but I'm just gonna detangle these with my fingers. There was this TikTok, y'all, and it was this girl, and she did flexi rods on her hair, and they all came out looking crazy, and she was like about to cry, but then she kept on playing with them, and she fixed it up for herself. But it was funny because it was like, trust the process, he said, and she really was trusting the process, and the process played her. But it ended up working out in the end, because low-key, like, I don't really know what is going on right now with these flexi rods in my hair and this curl and stuff, but we just rocking with it right now, okay, babes?
No.
So I'm gonna use this a little bit more, and I'm gonna come back on camera. Okay, y'all, so I figured out the formula. You just gotta comb it down a little bit, and it'll start giving you that big curl that you like. This is really giving me 70s. It's giving me what I wanted, what I needed. So let me comb out this other side, because it's trying not to cooperate, because I got y'all on camera now. They said, no, we're not going to do it right for them. Only for the off-camera views. Yes, you got to just comb through it a little bit. It's going to give you what you want. So, for the peeps, and yeah. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished look. I really like this. Like, this is so much better than I expected it to be. Y'all saw me when I was unraveling these, and I was sitting here looking like a sheep from an old like 1940s cartoon with the little boingy boingy. I was looking like, what's her name? Little Bo Peep. That's exactly what I was looking like with those little springs. So I'm glad I got it to this state, but I'm really giving these 70s vibes. And wow, a disco queen. Do you see the disco queen jewelry? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So real quick, I had to show y'all me as a 1970s hot girl, a disco queen, period. Glitter, babes. You cannot sit at the same table with the 1970s hot girl unless you are throwing a stack. And this is a 10K stack to start off. You cannot sit here. Okay. But yeah, y'all. This is the final look at my 70s sleek look. You see it. I know 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 you see it. And thank you so much for allowing me to have this dialogue today. And I really want to talk to y'all in the comments, so don't be shy. Share your opinion. The only thing I'm asking is that y'all don't disrespect anybody. But share your opinion. Talk your shit. Tell me what you want to say. Tell me I'm wrong. Let's talk. And with that being said, I'll see you next week with another hot topic and another hairstyle. Bye, y'all.